Hello everyone, and welcome back to another WolfQuest episode. So, you guys are probably wondering what the heck is this screen? Well, what you are looking at is the surviving pups of Litter 1, aka Season 1. So, I know in the last episode, which was the ending of season 2. I said that we would be starting season 3 this episode, but I did not introduce you guys to seasons 1 pups. So, in future generations, this video would show we'll be going to show all of the surviving pups from the 3 seasons of that generation. That will be like the generation series finale type video where you guys will then choose the heirs to carry on either to carry on a new generation or carry on the current generation. So, hopefully that's not too confusing for you guys to understand, but this will be different in future generations. So, alright, so this is season 1 with Ferox and Ren here. So, this is the first time we can look at Ren's stats. We can't play as her, unfortunately, but we can look at her stats. So, she is actually surprisingly pretty weak. -2 strength. That's pretty weak, which is really surprising to me because she is such a great hunting companion. Her stamina and speed are pretty average. I mean, there's nothing too special about that, but she has a lot of health. She is extremely healthy, which could explain why in season 2 we did not have any pups that fell sickly. I believe it was Ro here who ended up falling ill. He recovered, thank goodness, but he did end up falling ill. And we all know Ferox's stats, pretty standard stamina, but he is pretty strong and fast, but he does not have a lot of health, which probably explains why there was many failed hunts in Amethyst Mountain, is just simply because he did not have as much health. But it looks like the two of these guys really balance each other out well. So now let's look at the pups. Starting with Barry here. Ooh, that's just a glitch there, guys. That's there we go, it fixed itself. Okay, so he's got a lot of stamina. He is not that special when it comes to the strength. I mean, he doesn't have as strong of a bite as his father. I'm pretty sure this is a male. We will probably, in the generation finale, when the Creek Pack is over, like, we can look at all of them as adults, and you guys will then be able to pick the heirs. But, so, average speed and not that healthy. He's healthier than his father. I'll say that. And then here's little Ro. I'm pretty sure they were the runt of the litter. So he's fast. He's a speedy boy. He's Sonic, apparently. And average health. Alright. Hog here, I don't remember who was the runt in this litter. It was either Roe or Hog. But Hog was the one that ended up getting sick. I'm pretty sure. He recovered though. Stamina, average strength. He doesn't have that strong of a bite. He's a little bit fast, and he's got the standard health. Jay, okay. Good, somewhat good stamina, average strength. He's also a speedy boy. He's got a little bit more speed, and average health. And then there's Birch, which is it's the exact opposite of Jay, actually. Average stamina, doesn't have that strong of a bite, average speed, and slightly more health. And then we can go ahead and look at Daisy, who unfortunately did not reach adulthood, but these were her stats as a pup. Yeah, she was killed by Prospect Peak, I'm pretty sure. They're at their first den, so she did not last very long, unfortunately. But there is season 1, or litter 1, and then here is season 2. Aspen, Venus, Sandstone, Vulcan, and Fauna, and Little Reed. Okay, so these guys, I actually have them written down. But, okay, so this is Aspen. She is not a she, it is a he. He's the second Creek Pack male. Alright. Average stamina, slightly higher strength, not that fast, and average health. Alright, and Venus is the third male. He's our white pup. Slightly worse stamina, standard strength. He's pretty fast, and standard health. And here's Ferox's favorite, Sandstone. He is another male. He cannot run for that long. He's got good strength, average speed, and good health. Alright. And then Vulcan, our bold boy. Alright, so not that great of stamina or strength, surprisingly. So something's telling me that his bark is worse than his bite. But he's pretty fast in average health. And here's Fauna, our only female that survived this litter. Average stamina, not that strong, slightly faster, and average health. And here's Reed. Oh wow. Yeah, she was our runt, and then I think it was Sandstone that took over once she passed. But yeah, minus everything. So she was gonna have a pretty rough life anyway. But there we go, guys. There is season 1 and 2, Surviving Pups. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here, and we will, go on ahead and start season 3. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, guys, so welcome back, and here we are back in Slough Creek, going back to square one, with Rin here. I need to turn on name tags. Alright, so we have seen this view 2 times now, and this will be the last time we are going to see it. So, I am unsure if we will pick a den and establish or really start establishing a territory. This episode, I think we're just gonna kind of run around for a little bit, probably do some hunting, and it'll give me a moment to basically sit and talk to you guys. So, this season or this litter, I am gonna ask for your guys' assistance. So, I want you guys to write down in the comments below where you would like to see Ferox and Ren's final litter be raised. So, I do not think Ferox is going to leave First Meadow, because he has had 2 pretty successful litters raised here around First Meadow. So leaving First Meadow is probably not going to be an option for Ferox. Don't know why Ren's lagging behind there, but so that is gonna be your guys' only restriction is the den will have to be in or around First Meadow. So let me show you guys where these past 2 litters have been raised. So the first litter was raised primarily around McBride Lake and the creek here in Aspen Heights, all up here in the forest here. Their first den was somewhere around here in, it was a little hole in the ground, and then they went down here to McBride Lake and stayed there in the rock den overlooking the the lake, sorry, and then there was another hole in the ground that I think they spent some time in over there, which is right next to there. I don't remember where their rendezvous site was. I think it was like over here underneath Aspen Heights. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I'm. But it was their first litter was primarily around here, right next to First Meadow. First Meadow was season 1's primarily hunting grounds. Like this is where they would go to find food. The second litter was raised up here in the mountains, around like Crystal Pond and the grassy plateau, all up here. The first den they were was, I think, like right around here somewhere, and then they moved, I believe, closer to Prospect Peak, like over here somewhere. And then their rendezvous site was like right next to there, so probably somewhere like over here. So we've been in the forest, we've been up in the mountains. We have not, however, have gone down here in these sandy slopes and at the base of the mountains, because Ferox has always felt that they were too open. Like, he felt too exposed up there along the slopes, and he wanted to be more reserved. But I feel that Ferox would probably get bolder with his old age, so maybe he would claim the more bottom of the slopes and be more open, you know. But I'm gonna have you guys decide that. So I think we're just gonna kind of do some hunting here for a little bit, and we will claim some territory doing this, but nothing at this point is set in stone. So we're basically just gonna kind of have some fun, have Ren and Ferox kind of do some bonding, because this is gonna be the last time that they do this together. So it's actually kind of a bittersweet moment. This is gonna be the last time, like this litter is gonna be the last time we see this couple, because we're gonna move on. You know, we might not move on from the Creek Pack entirely, but of course that decision will be left up to you guys. If we leave the Creek Pack entirely and move on with a new pack, or what? While we are on that topic, I've told you guys my plan before, but it has been a little bit, so I will kind of refresh the memory here. So what my plan is, right, is at the end of every generation, you guys will have the option to pick 2 heirs. One heir will be chosen to lead the current, that current pack. And then the second heir would be chosen to start a new pack. Hence start a new generation under like a new name. So for instance, when this current generation is over, which we are currently on the Creek Pack's generation, aka Ferox's generation, you guys will be able to pick one surviving pup to carry on the Creek Pack, to carry on the Creek Pack's generation. And then you guys will be able to pick one more heir from Ferox and Ren's surviving pups to start a new pack under a new name, and then the cycle will continue. And that is how I think we're gonna do it. That way we may never lose the Creek Pack, and we will always have a new pack to follow. But I've also been thinking about throwing in another option that, basically, you guys don't have to be pressured to vote for 2 heirs. If only one wolf gets like the most votes on whatever, then that is what we'll do. If that means that a Creek Pack heir doesn't get picked, then that will be the end of the Creek Pack, and we will just follow a new pack, and that will become our main generation. But I'm gonna leave that all up to you guys and up to fate. So I think I've chatted your guys' ears off enough, and I'm gonna go on ahead and end this episode here. So once again, let me know where you would like this last territory to be claimed. Remember, it has to be around First Meadow. Like, First Meadow will have to be at somewhere in the has to be somewhat under Ferox's control. There has to be at least a few scent markers in First Meadow. And also, den types too. These guys have yet to have a treat in. as well, they've always either done rocks or holes in the ground. So, I know of a few tree dens around First Meadow that we can pick out. So let me know down in the comments where you want the territory to be and what den type these guys should have. Rock, hole, or tree. And until then, everyone, I will see you guys in the next episode. I will put down, to make things a little bit easier for you guys, I will put down in the comments below what I am asking. So, yeah, make sure to check the comments in the description below. And until then, everyone, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone. Jordy out.